Hello, Properly Basic here.
And the Great Sims.
This is our final showing of the Water City, and we have saved the best for last, and also really, the last stuff we built, since it makes sense that they're the best, because we learned while we were building.
True.
Still in survival for a lot of this, thus the tree farm, which we'll show in a minute. First, houses. I made houses to try and make this look more like a realistic city, like people lived here. Here's the basic design. Absolutely nothing special. This looks like a house.
Oh, I can't go back down. And well, I'm flying. Yeah, there we go.
And then a fully furnished house. And we'll go upstairs. Show you that real quick. I didn't do much in the upstairs, but just basically a bed. Then you've got your fridge, stoves, oven, and this one comes fully furnished with cats. We might have taken some creepers and genetically fused them with the cats.
Maybe. We fed the cat some gunpowder, so so now they kind of explode. Luckily, not too much damage there. It's like a firecracker, really. I mean, it's just noisy.
That's basically what your houses look like. So here's tree farm. You can do trees, oak trees, like this. You can even put them right beside each other. But
Yeah, I was surprised that they could go this close.
Yeah, in my underground one in my base, you can see they're literally right beside each other, and they will grow. This one it looks nicer. Birches and pines are different. They have to be 2 apart from each other, and they have to be 4 apart from any other type of tree, because their leaves will not overlap. So the same thing with the pines.
So it really makes oak great to use, because you just get so many closer.
And it grows much, much faster, and typically it grows higher. So now we have the library.
Not just any library.
Oh, it's Mario's library. I designed this as kind of the information center for our server. And this is why it's called Mario's library.
Oh, yeah, which was also Luigi for a little while, but that's because I got creative with World Edit.
And so basically I set this up as sort of our first information hub, where you have the maps and what's at the maps. You have just basic tips, which a lot of it I incorporated into Redstone Island.
True.
It's just a very simple library.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have ocean access, but it used to.
Yeah, I was going to make a basement, but then it just wasn't worth it to build underwater. And I will admit that I did. This is the point where I stopped playing in survival.
Yeah, I mean with this, because imagine how long it would take to make all of these bookshelves. Hey, although we do have surplus of sugarcane, as we'll see momentarily. What is this? What is this stuff? Where are we going? Oh, are we going?
We're going to the mushroom farm.
Okay.
So, this was a late addition to the city because the city existed long before the mushrooms.
True.
The Great Sims put it in so we can harvest our giant mushrooms.
Yeah, there's nothing I like better than a little chicken and some mushroom broth, It's good stuff.
And so then, I was experimenting.
Oh, Lord.
And I should warn you, you might want to turn your volume down.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is just a very makeshift annoyance machine.
Yeah, anything that can be activated, really. You have to flick them quickly. You have to turn them off, but we can just use redstone right now. There we go. Yeah.
So just build this underneath your friend's house and have fun listening to him go crazy.
They'll be like, what is that sound? Okay, I'm gonna deactivate.
Yep, me too.
Oh my god, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I need to make a schematic of it, just like copy it to somebody next to somebody's house sometime while they're building. I did that once. Yeah. That was funny.
Alright. Next is the farm.
True. This
We built this far out into the ocean. It started to be a long way back to get to land, so
yeah.
the Great Sims made this farm, and I'll let him take over.
Yeah, we copied it over, which is why the doors are all messed up. But this one was a building that was made in survival, because we had so much cobblestone. I was like, well, instead of just a normal farm, which I did make it like an above, like an outdoor farm to begin with. Then I just decided to enclose it and put sheep and pigs and cows, and they're all overlapping now because fences are buggy. Chickens. This is our chicken pig breeding area. Didn't quite go as well as we hoped. We wanted some pork with the lightness chicken, but didn't work out. So this is just our little livestock area.
And you may have noticed rails in there. We will be coming back to those.
Yeah, that was a later addition.
So continue on with your next building.
Okay. Actually, this one came later. You want to do the farm first?
Sure.
Because really the farm here came before that building because we needed a bigger farm. We had the smaller farm at the other end. And I was like, well, let's just make a massive farm of wheat. I felt like farming at that point. And so we'd have plenty of bread and pumpkins and melons and sugar cane for whatever we were going to do. And it's a pretty big farm out here. And this one, we didn't copy the middle part, but they were, filled in. But and then I decided, well, I don't have a place to put all of this stuff. And I eventually built this building, kind of halfway in survival, halfway in creative, because, look at all the chests. My god. But each one is set up in for a specific item, like wheat is here, and sugar cane, and melon, and just everything you need, really, as well as this little walkway that goes up top, where you can look over, and then the roof, which was a nice glass and glowstone design. But this was our food storage area, which is pretty much all it's for. When you're in survival, it's always nice to have an area to store all your food, and then like another one for all your other goods, like wood and stone and blah blah blah. So what are we looking at now?
Okay, so you might have seen in there the rails. I'm not going to punch this in, but you can see that it goes in there, and you saw the rails earlier. Animals, when there's enough of them in there, will just naturally get on there, and they will get pushed up through here when this is open. They will sail along these rails in their minecart, happily being taken out of their confined space.
To a wonderful, wonderful place at the end of it that they will just love. Or
my animal cannon.
Or not love. Well, we were looking for a new way to cook beef. A furnace is like old-fashioned, and we just wanted it faster. And so we were like, well, how can we do that? Oh, probably use like 100 TNT. And,
so this is when I started really experimenting with the cannons on the server. The first, I had a full auto cannon over there. We'll see that second. We'll go and do the animal cannon first. I did a couple different designs of vertical cannons. The other one didn't get copied over because it wasn't very good. But you let the animal go in. You go over here, and you jump down into the water from way up there. You jump all the way down, and you have to load it from the inside. It takes over 100 TNT. You get your animal in there, and then the fun begins.
It's always fun just to see this red blob just like shoot way across the screen. I don't even know where it goes. We just know it's dead. And we discovered this is not a good way to cook beef because we just, you know, it's a long trek to go find where that cow landed, and I don't even know if any of it survived.
Also, important note, I can't tell you how many times in trying to test that and make that work perfectly, I would just goof up and destroy half of what you're seeing right now.
Yeah. Most
So-
of the time we had it backed up, but sometimes we had to rebuild it.
So, when you are building cannons on your server, don't build a massive 100+ cannon, by all your buildings.
I'm gonna give you another suggestion. If you're playing on a multiplayer server, not in single player, just use bucket, install world guard, turn off TNT, which is what it is here. So if it blew up there, it wouldn't actually blow up the cannon.
Yeah, we've only had that on the server for like 2 weeks now. It would
Yeah.
have been a
But
really smart idea before.
It saves us a lot. So
Okay, so the first cannon I built over here is just a fully automatic cannon. And I will show how to do this in a tutorial video, and I will show the next cannon also in a tutorial video. But basically, hit the button.
nice.
You have an auto cannon. And we have one more cannon left. And this is the big gaddy that, could possibly crash my Minecraft again. This is where I took the fully auto cannon to the extreme. I did this in my server way long ago. Ended up destroying an entire island by messing up.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of TNT. Luckily, we got the idea to, load these beforehand. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here for 10 minutes just loading. They're not the fastest loads. I mean, they're really on the Revolutionary War, scale of loading.
And this didn't used to. Oh, so it was a good thing. I won't be blowing up this new dome and this. I don't know what this is here for, but
This was here for target practice.
oh.
That's why it's got holes in it.
All right, so this is a really fully automatic machine gun cannon.
Hold on. Let me just put a target out here. Oh, that's the that's the wrong snow. It's snow block, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Hopefully we can destroy some of that snowball.
Would you like to do the honors?
Sure. This is massive cannon, but okay. Hopefully I got it loaded correctly. We destroyed none of it. Also, that's because TNT is off, so it won't blow up anything, unfortunately.
So, that is it for tour of our water base. I hope we've given you some ideas, and some of these things I'll have tutorials for on my channel, and there is more to see on the EPLZ channel.
Oh yeah. And this is Great Sims for EPLZ, and we'll see you next time.